Before we get into this, just know that this is kinda like a two-part video because crazy stuff happened while I was making it, so watch until the end. The hatch genuinely might be one of the most disappointing events ever, and that's excluding anything to do with Teddy. If none of this condo stuff happened, I'd still be here talking about how awful this sounds, especially since Egg Hunt 2025 apparently doesn't have any eggs. A bunch of stuff began leaking today, and it's pointing towards the hatch possibly being one of the most boring, most disappointing events they've ever had. RBX Events got a hold of the supposed FAQ sheet, and it's mostly development stuff that won't affect any of us, but it has two things that we'll feel later on. The only kinda good thing is that devs will be able to make their quests longer than 2 to 3 minutes so devs can guide their players to the best parts of their game. One of the biggest criticisms and reasons devs dropped out was the gameplay restrictions not allowing for anything big, and looks like Roblox heard that and removed it. They didn't give any set time limit, so I guess devs can make them as long as they'd like, which can be both good and bad. Unfortunately, the bad news is a lot more impactful because it revolves around the prizes, which are supposedly not going to be eggs. According to the sheet, the hatch works the same exact way as many other events, where you'll need to collect multiple, in this case, eggs to then unlock an accessory prize. It says that you won't get an egg accessory when you pick up an egg, you'll instead use those eggs to unlock an accessory. And yes, it does not say an egg accessory. Another supposed leak that I'm not going to show for my own safety said you will earn, trade, and merge eggs, and I guess that's how you unlock your prize. From the sounds of it, you go into a ton of games to collect eggs that are not prizes, you merge the eggs into a single egg, then that egg hatches, revealing your non-egg prize. We're supposedly repeating every other post-metaverse event, except instead of collecting badges, we're collecting eggs that are not prizes to unlock a non-egg prize. If that's true, then the hatch is bound to be probably the most disappointing event ever, especially as it was touted to be the return of egg hunts after 5 years. What we wanted is an egg hunt with a dedicated, exclusive game where we earn egg prizes just like we did for so many years, and sure, maybe a small dev hunt on the side. Instead, we may get another token collecting event where we collect what we thought were going to be the prizes to unlock a prize that isn't an egg in an egg hunt. The reactions to this have not been positive, as you can imagine, with everything else with Teddy going on, and now this. Everyone was expecting egg prizes, but apparently we're not even getting that. We're apparently getting random accessories according to the leaks. I really do have a hard time believing there won't be some form of egg prizes, but everything I've seen and heard today points away from that. I do wonder if the AI egg rumors were true and the backlash against it was bad enough for Roblox to completely change course and do what these leaks claim. It's a big switch up from the whole hundreds of eggs for your collection thing Roblox was talking about a few days ago, but we also did hear rumors of there being like 10 eggs too. I don't really know what to expect here, but these new leaks sound really disappointing, especially if there are no eggs, which is what everyone was hoping for. If we were getting potentially poorly made AI eggs though, having random accessories might actually be the better route to go down. Well, it's time for part 2 because during the creation of this, some absolutely insane stuff happened in the span of about 30 seconds that are utterly mind-blowing. So first, David Baszucki made some tweets congratulating US politicians, including Ted Cruz, on moving COPA 2.0 forward in the Senate or something like that. If you're not familiar with COPA 2.0, then I suggest you watch this video from Creekcraft because it could be big, and he explains it really well. The reason I'm bringing this up is because Baszucki or someone on his team accidentally tweeted this initially, with an extra little line at the top. It appears that Roblox is actively lobbying for COPA 2.0 in the United States government, which would be a pretty big deal if true. I'm not American, so I could be a little wrong here, but to my understanding, lobbying in the USA is basically influencing government officials' choices, usually through money. What might be happening here is Roblox could be influencing some politician or politicians with monetary donations to get them to fight in favor of COPA 2.0. Baszucki has openly supported it before, and now it looks like they might have been lobbying for it behind the scenes this entire time because of this one slip-up. Apparently, this single simple congratulatory tweet had to be reviewed and approved by multiple people and lobbyists who may be the ones in contact with politicians. If it's true that Roblox is lobbying for COPA 2.0, then that's really big news, as it could mean they're trying to influence the US government's decisions via monetary donations. I don't really understand why Roblox would be fighting for COPA 2.0 so hard. Like, I don't recall any time they've ever fought for political bills and stuff like this. And just to be clear, let's not get all political here, because Roblox probably only serves on their own side, and likely would be lobbying no matter who was in office. It's really confusing, but unfortunately it's not the most confusing thing here, because the other big news is not what we wanted to hear. At the time of writing this, there is currently an all-ages Condo game on the front page for anyone and everyone to see. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now because it's still up, but like I said, it's an all-ages game that has over 850,000 visits since it was made on May 3rd, 2025. I was in it for just a few minutes, and yeah, it's another one of those condo games without naked morphs, but has just about everything else you'd see in a condo. It's really bad and clearly has become known by condo players already, some probably being little kids judging by how they type. It's accessible to all ages, and Roblox is currently just letting it sit on the front page for everyone to see, as my report from hours ago has resulted in nothing yet. Unfortunately, I did a little research and was able to find that there were more like this specific one, and seemed to be like the Boys and Girls Club games of a different country. Speaking of those games, Teddy is still not banned, nor is his group, girlfriend, Fiskamandan 4321, or any other problematic associates of his. What we're seeing in Roblox right now is insane, and perhaps crazier than the absolutely disastrous month that was September 2024. I don't even know how it's possible all of these major incidents we've never seen the likes of before have happened in just over a week's time. A condo dev was invited to an event, that condo dev isn't being banned, the first egg hunt in 5 years might have no eggs, Roblox might be lobbying, and a condo is on the front page. I tweeted this last night with the expectation that nothing would happen, and somehow we've had 2 major incidents plus more potential bad leaks in just a couple hours. Are events going to be the same boring rehashed thing every single time, despite Roblox claiming they're listening to feedback? Is Roblox potentially going to be lobbying the government regularly, potentially spending millions that could have gone towards user safety and engagement? Are so-called soft condos going to be the norm going forward because they're now appearing on the front page and their biggest devs aren't being taken down? It almost feels like we're at some kind of weird crossroads, entering into a new era of Roblox where online dating and degeneracy takes over. Don't forget, Roblox's own CEO David Baszucki wants to host online dating on Roblox, and well, we might already secretly be there despite what the TOS says. I don't know what's next, but we could see major fallout from some of Roblox's top developers and community members if this madness continues.